In a remote corner of Northern California, nestled deep within the Sierra Nevada mountains, lies the former resort town of Keddie. It's a place marked by towering pines and quiet isolation. But beneath its tranquil surface lies a dark secret, a brutal crime that has baffled investigators and haunted the community for over 4 decades. This is the story of the Keddie Cabin Murders, a case that remains one of California's most disturbing unsolved mysteries. In the spring of 1981, Keddie was a small, tight-knit community. The Keddie Resort, once a bustling destination, had fallen into disrepair, its cabins rented out as low-income housing. In Cabin 28 lived 36-year-old Glenna Sue Sharp and her 5 children. Having recently left an abusive marriage in Connecticut, Sue was trying to build a new life for her family in the quiet mountain town. Her 15-year-old son, John, and his 17-year-old friend, Dana Wingate, were spending the evening of April 11th there. Her oldest daughter, Sheila, was staying with a neighbor, while the 3 youngest children, 12-year-old Tina, and 2 young boys, Rick and Greg, were at home. The night of April 11th, 1981, started like any other. The older kids were hanging out. The younger ones were getting ready for bed. The last confirmed sighting of John and Dana was around 9:30 p.m., as they were hitchhiking back to Keddie from the nearby town of Quincy. Sheila returned to the cabin the next morning, April 12th, around 7:45 a.m. The scene she walked into was something out of a nightmare. The living room was in disarray. There were bloodstains on the walls, the carpet, and the furniture. On the floor lay the bodies of her mother, Sue, her brother John, and his friend Dana. All 3 had been bound with electrical wire and medical tape. They had been subjected to a horrific attack, beaten with a hammer, and stabbed repeatedly. The ferocity of the crime was shocking. The scene was chaotic, suggesting a violent, prolonged struggle. One of the murder weapons, a bent steak knife, was found at the scene, hinting at the sheer force used in the assault. The entire cabin had been turned into a house of horrors. The victims were identified as Sue Sharp, John Sharp, and Dana Wingate. But one member of the family was missing, 12-year-old Tina Sharp. Her empty bed and the absence of any sign of her whereabouts added a terrifying new layer to the investigation. Where was Tina? Was she a 4th victim, or had she somehow escaped? The 3 youngest children, Rick, Greg, and their friend Justin, were found unharmed in an adjacent bedroom. They had slept through the entire massacre, completely unaware of the carnage unfolding just a few feet away. This fact remains one of the most baffling aspects of the case. How could such a violent and noisy crime occur without waking the children sleeping in the next room? The Plumas County Sheriff's Department immediately launched an investigation, but it was plagued by problems from the very beginning. The initial response was criticized as disorganized and unprofessional. Dozens of people were allowed to wander through the crime scene, potentially contaminating valuable evidence. Key pieces of evidence, including a bloody hammer believed to be another murder weapon, were initially overlooked. The investigation quickly zeroed in on 2 main suspects: Martin Smart, a neighbor who lived in a nearby cabin, and his friend John B.O. Bubede, a man with a criminal past from Chicago. Marty Smart had been friends with the Sharp family, but his wife, Marilyn, later told investigators that he had developed an animosity toward Sue. On the night of the murders, Marty allegedly confessed to his wife that he and B.O. were responsible for the crime, claiming they had killed Sue because she was trying to convince Marilyn to leave him. He also implicated another local man. Marilyn reported this confession to the police, but her account was initially dismissed. Both Smart and Bubede were questioned, but due to what many believe was a mishandled investigation, they were never charged. Bubede died in 1988, and Smart passed away in 2000, taking any secrets they might have held to their graves. For 3 long years, Tina Sharp's fate remained a mystery. Her missing person posters were a constant, heartbreaking reminder of the tragedy. Then, in 1984, a discovery was made nearly 30 miles away in a remote area of Butte County. A man searching for bottles stumbled upon a human skull and part of a jawbone. Dental records confirmed the grim truth. The remains belonged to Tina Sharp. An anonymous call to the sheriff's office claimed the remains had been found near Feather Falls, but the discovery was made much farther away, raising questions about who made the call and why. The cause of her death could not be determined from the partial remains, leaving another piece of the puzzle unsolved. Over the years, theories have swirled around the case. Was it a drug deal gone wrong, a ritualistic killing, or a crime of passion committed by someone the family knew? Many point to police incompetence and a possible cover-up. Evidence went missing, including the tape recording of the anonymous call about Tina's remains. Decades later, a therapist revealed that one of his patients, Marty Smart, had confessed to him that he had killed Sue Sharp, but that he hadn't harmed the children. Despite new leads and a renewed investigation in 2013, which uncovered the long-lost hammer near the Keddie Resort, no arrests have ever been made. More than 40 years later, the Keddie Cabin is gone, demolished in 2004 in an attempt to erase the dark memory. But the questions remain. Who murdered the Sharp family and Dana Wingate? Why were the younger children spared? And why has justice never been served? The Keddie Cabin Murders stand as a chilling testament to the fact that some mysteries are so dark, they may never see the light of day, leaving a scar on the land and in the minds of all who know the story. Real horror, real stories, real-life events that actually happened in the real world. This is EerieDoseYT. Like, share, and subscribe for more real-life mysteries, and comment your theories below. See you in the next video, because we will uncover another mystery that still haunts the world.